Alright, so for this episode, I put a Q&A question sticker on my Instagram story. And I've done this before when I wanted to start on YouTube, but I took it seriously this time. I was like, I have a podcast, and I want to answer your juicy questions. Don't ask the boring stuff. Don't ask about how I got into overtime. Don't ask about, like, my inspiration. No, ask, like, real stuff about my life that you want to know, because that makes it interesting. I mean, some of them are a little more basic, and then some of them are pretty actually good. Like, some of them are, like really invasive, but, like, in a good way. So, like, we're gonna get a little invasive. This episode is invasive questions with Megan, and these are all asked by you guys. So, if you ask me a question on my story, I have like 25 of them here, and a lot of them did repeat, so a lot of these actually were asked like a million times. So, first one's really basic. When did you get into social media? I mean, I had social media since I was 12. My first Instagram name was Sparkles17 on Instagram, because I was 12, and I thought that was really cool. I was very much a pick me. And that was when I like first started social media, so it was kind of like personal social media, but I really started doing social media like as a job.
Wow, I ran into this dude.
When overtime introduced me to TikTok, and within the first month I had 150 followers, 150,000 followers, and
hold on, bro. Let me just purchase this real quick.
As you grow, you get brand deals, you work with companies. So I got into social media when I was 12, but I got into social media.
Oh, I almost ran into this dude. Oh, I should have died right there, bro. If we're being honest there. If we're being honest, bro. If we're being honest.
At 14 and 15, like the braces.
Oh my god, the juke.
It would have been over.
Oh my god. Let me just run.
Although it would have been the glow up of the century.
Wow, this dude hit me though.
Like it's nice.
Wow, look at this dude.
I mean,
don't worry, I got that quick revive though.
Bad when I was 14 and 15.
We straight, man. We straight. We are straight. Just kill all these guys.
I mean, I have naturally really dark hair, but my hair is naturally like this curly, but I straightened it every day. I wanted to fit in, but I had like braces, like with the many colored bands on them, but I never smiled in photos. I never smiled because I wanted to hide the fact that I did. Like, I never wanted to embrace that I was 15 with braces, like most
oh
kids
my,
are.
another
so
round
I
here?
always tried to hide it. I did my makeup to like look older because I wanted to like be older so bad. I wanted to be like grown up and like, oh, like it was just so bad. You can just see here, like I have like fake lashes on in this photo, probably the one that I'm like putting up here. Like, it's
yeah,
just,
the photo I can totally
disgusting.
see, man.
So I'm really glad I didn't
see
go
that
up on social
photo
media because I really do not think that I would have wanted my entire awkward teen years documented like that. And while they somewhat were, it was in my own right, and only the people in like Pee-wee Mass have seen it. So no one in New York City has seen Megan at her worst, and if you do, it's only what I posted as a throwback. So
bro behind the box.
It is what it is. But no, yeah, but I technically been doing social media since 2019, seriously, and now it's 2021, almost 2022. So it's almost been 3 years.
Oh my, I ran into him. Okay.
It's kind of crazy. Alright, moving on. Next question. Who's the coolest NBA player you've ever met? I also get this one a lot. This is kind of also a basic question. And I never really know what to say because a lot of NBA players that I know, it's either through social media, it's maybe a quick like, interaction pre-game where I'm like, hey, what's up, how are you? Nothing like where I'm like, oh, this person's a really cool person. Maybe I think you're a cool person, but I guess I have to say, like, somebody that I somewhat know really well. So I'm going to say Mitchell Robinson. He's the center of the New York Knicks. And only because the last NBA game I went to, I was sitting courtside during their pregame shoot-around, and Mitch comes over and just tells me how much he loves overtime hoodies. He even said he liked my overtime hoodie that I designed for my birthday.
Oh my, I can't fucking buy this shit yet.
And he just sat and talked to me like for 20 minutes, just like catching up on life and stuff. So I was
hold on a minute, bro. I'll get you soon.
It's funny because like sports fans like don't see NBA players as like people. They just see them as like they just pick up a ball and that's it. Like that's their entire life. But like they have like lives outside. Like, everyone does. And no, a lot of them are just pretty cool.
Oh, okay. Let me just go over here real quich.
Want to talk about basketball. Like, so like yeah.
Just run over here. Just kill this guy. Oh no.
And he's just like a really nice person overall. So I was saying this one. Alright. Third question. What was a major turning point in your career? I have a lot.
I got him, right? Yes, I got him.
Because this is like, it just depends on like what I was like going for at the time. So like, I guess last year, like.
Oh, I don't have the reload perk.
When I hit 1 million followers on TikTok, or even last month when I got verified on Instagram. So it depends on like what time period I was in. So I would say like my first year of having social media, crazy turning point in my career was like maybe going to like All-Star Weekend and like actually seeing I had like kind of like a support / fan base. Like that was pretty cool. That made me kind of want to like be more motivated and take things a little more seriously. And then, like I said, like last year, in 2020, a couple months later, hitting 1 million followers on TikTok was a major turning point. Having 1 million followers, I feel like really validates you. Although I got verified on TikTok at 400,000 followers, which was like really exciting. I woke up one day on my way to like marketing class, and I was like, "Ooh, interesting." On like a little bit of a more sad note, cause like this gets me so sad. I would say another like turning point, even though this like some people wouldn't say it's a turning point, something that like validated me in the sports world was in January of last year, 5 days before the accident happened. Kobe followed me on Instagram, and I thought it was an accident. I kept refreshing my Instagram, and I was like, there's no way Kobe followed me. Like, there's no way. I checked his following. I kept typing my name in to make sure it wasn't a glitch, and it wasn't a glitch. Like, I thought it was the coolest thing ever, because Kobe Bryant was, like,
no soul spheres. One soul sphere.
Like, the literal face of, like, the NBA when I was much younger. So
am I lagging? Or this dude's lagging, bro. It's not me. It's him, bro.
And then unfortunately, 5 days later, we all know that it was an accident. So R.I.P. Kobe, but you know, Kobe really died. So it's kind of like that was like really made me really proud. And then a recent turning point said I got verified last month on Instagram, which also made me really happy because I only got verified because I made my own clothing line with overtime for my birthday because of the clothing line release. And also, yeah, you guys aren't getting the resale video, sorry. But that was really, really fun.
I'm really gonna res a lagging dude, bro.
Something my own and take the overtime lifestyle team and produce something that was like Megan. Like that was like Megan merch. So that was really cool. And I learned recently that my hoodies actually sold out. So I was like,
oh shit.
Yay, that's like a big turning point. I didn't think they would even sell like a lot of service. MVO was based off Drake's brand OVO because I really like Drake. And OVO stands for October's Very Own. That's Drake's brand. And I'm born in October. So I always wanted to be Megan's Very Own. So there's a lot of things that went into it. If you've seen the hoodie, it says overtime and the NE's in different colors at the end of overtime because it's my initials. So it was.
Oh my god, really?
That was like a huge turning point because in doing that,
it says overtime on it.
That's what got me verified. So that was like super cool. And I remember getting verified. I was sitting like in my room
it's snowing.
Class, and during class, Facebook had sent me a message asking me to submit for verification, and I know Facebook owns Instagram, so I was like, is this my moment? So I submitted during class, and fun fact, the CEO of Overtime, Dan Porter, is my home slice, and I just somehow, like, you have to have an ID to submit.
I got a pack-up
when
punch.
you get verified, you have to submit a picture.
But we don't got pack-up punch!
I don't know why I forgot to bring it in my backpack that day. I didn't even bring it to school altogether that weekend. Like when I was
way
leaving,
over here.
I just left my ID at home. I texted Dan. I was like, Dan, like, what do I do? And from the Lord above, somehow I had sent Dan my license at one point for something, and he still had the picture. But it was my junior operator's license. It was my picture from when I was 16, like my license from last year. And I had braces in it, and I'm like texting him, and I'm like, I'm praying this works, and he's like, I hope it works too. And it did. Like 2 hours later, someone reposted my story on Instagram, and I looked at the DMs, and I saw a blue check mark next to my name, and I'm like, is that mine? Is that mine for my junior's operator's license? Like, so yeah, like that was like pretty much like, that was like the craziest day of my life, because I felt like really cool. I was really proud of myself. I don't know, I got a little emotional. I called my mom. She was like, what's a blue check mark?
Oh my god, bro.
But it was really fun. It was really thinking of starting social media. What's starting your interest in basketball? I talked a little bit about this in the first episode, so I'll repeat a little bit of it now, but in 5th grade, I didn't make the 5th grade girls basketball team. I was the only girl, and that affected little Megan so much that I was like, I want to work in sports. Like, I want to show them who's boss. Like, I'll own the NBA one day and be president. I don't know. I really wanted to, like, avenge my childlike sadness. Mainly because the girls wore really same day outfits every Friday, and I was the only one not wearing one. I would like beg my mom to not go to school because I was like, they all have bows in their hair, and I don't have a bow in my hair. And she offered to take me to AC Moore, which is like a local craft store, to like go buy a ribbon that looked like theirs, dyed in my hair. No, I wanted to be the face of basketball for little 10-year-old Megan. That's what really started my interest in basketball. But also, when I was 12. I had a really big crush on this boy, and he had this poster of LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh in his room, and I saw it in the back of one of his Instagram photos. So I was really psycho, and I was like, oh my gosh, look who are those basketball players, and I like looked them up and stuff, and then from there I decided Dwayne Wade was going to be my inspiration. So that's how I discovered Dwayne Wade when I was 12. But pretty much, I also, like, really wanted to, like, impress this boy, so I was like, oh, basketball.
She wanted to impress a boy.
So, yeah, little Megan just kind of wanted to, like, flex a little bit. Well, a little bit. But it's funny, though, because those girls in 5th grade, they won the championship. And they have a banner in my elementary school with all their names on it. And I still walk in sometimes, and I'm a little jealous. But then I think, I'm like, would I have made a good basketball player? Or a good basketball somewhat talker or whatever, analyst. I don't know what I really am. Basketball influencer. I think we all know the real answer. Obviously, I would have loved to play basketball, but, you know. It was
where is the reload speed?
And, like, get
where is
what
block
I
solution?
I don't know. Basketball really, like, did a lot for me, though. So I gotta say, it's the best thing ever. So that's kind of what started it.
Found it.
And then the next question is a crazy fan moment / scary.
Oh, look at the pulse rifle.
There's a lot, but there was one that came to mind.
How much ammo this thing has? What the
I was
fuck?
like, wow, this is the first time I really realized, and like people can get a little.
Oh,
crazy.
Where's quick revive?
Just a little.
I don't even have quick revive on.
I was on a walk last summer, and I was in like my little hometown, whatever. And I'm on a walk. I'm just strolling through Massachusetts, and a group of kids.
Oh, why does it sound like this?
Kids were kids, like literally.
Sounds like a normal rifle, bro.
Above 14 is a teenager. And so they saw me walking. They took photos of me, and they were really sweet. It was over. Cool.
Actually,
I was like, okay, whatever. I go walk home, and 20 minutes later,
oh, it's actually good.
The dog starts barking, and I hear overtime Megan's in there. Overtime Megan's in there.
Overtime Megan's in there. Overtime Megan's in there.
And I look around, and in every single window, the kids are looking in the house. They followed me home despite staying. I would look behind me too. I always look behind me. I'm a girl. I don't know. I keep aware.
Rumor has it that one of those kids was Donna.
Like, these kids literally kept their distance enough to where I wouldn't see them.
Hey, who's attacking me?
They followed me home, and we're like looking in the house. They're asking me to open the door. I wasn't terrified. I was more just mortified. Cause like I was like, what?
Oh my, who are these dudes? Let me just res my boy right here, bro.
And these kids are just looking into the privacy of my home right now. I was scared. I didn't want them to think that I actually like was home, even though they saw me. So I called my friend, and I'm like, come seriously, Rob, and tell them to get off the property. And so my friend came, he drove up in his car, and he's like, hey, yeah, you guys can't be here. But I'm telling you, having a bunch of like 12-year-olds surround your house and stare into your windows, and you didn't know that anyone was staring into you to begin with, it's a little, it's a little much.
That's kind of
But
creepy.
it wasn't scary. I think that's more of a crazy fan moment. I've never really been in too much
This thing's kind of made that.
like obviously like as a girl you have to like watch yourself and you have to be a little more aware. I've had like dads come up to me, but like nothing like where like I feel like I'm being followed home or anything besides their kids. But no, like that was like just probably the craziest thing that's ever happened to me. I will say two moments though is that last time I was in Atlanta,
Yeah.
for
Oh
the
my
first time
god.
in a week, this little girl came up to me and we were just like having a conversation. I asked her name. She must have been like about 8 or 9 years old, and I gave her my like courtside seat, and she like had the best time ever. And her mom was like, "You're so sweet," but it was like
Wow, I can't jump over that?
that was
Okay.
probably like the cutest moment.
Turn around! Hey!
She obviously doesn't have social media. This girl was like way too young, but like it was just like there's this cutest moment. I don't know. That's not even a fan moment. Just
Wow, I ran into a
wholesome
container.
OTE at Alright, next question. Someone asked what do I truly look for in a guy. Yeah, I get it. I only have guy followers, so I'll give you guys some advice. I don't know if you want to know what I look for in a guy or what girls look for in a guy, but I will say, maybe I'll say what I look for in a guy. I don't know. I just look for somebody. I don't know what I like. I don't really have a type. Every person I've ever had a crush on in my life has been completely different from one another. I've gone through phases of different types of people that I like maybe you play football, or maybe you have brown fluffy hair. I'm in that phase right now. Or maybe you have tattoos, maybe you play baseball, like something so random. I know my type. But like, I would say my celebrity crush is Jim from The Office, because he aged like fine wine. I like tall, I like brown hair. I don't know. He's a very simple man though. I don't like too simple people. Like, I like people with like really crazy energy, but not too crazy because I like my energy to like be a little more than yours. But definitely Jim from The Office is my celebrity crush. John Krasinski.
Oh my
yes.
god, I'm about to
But
kill
then
you.
if I could say like, if I could say Steve Carell from The Office, I just have an office. Like Michael Scott. If I was like 40 and I was in The Office, like at the time of like his Office era, I would have totally married Michael Scott. Like, he was ever. And then you realize Steve Carell is not actually Michael Scott's character. So I don't know. That's my TV crush. But then like my I don't know. I just look for a guy that's loyal. Like all you have to be is loyal. Just don't be like too obsessive. I like a little bit of a chase. Like I like to feel like you don't like me sometimes, because then I have to like kind of put in a little more effort. I don't know. It's all about personality. You have to be a family man. You have to like really be close with your family. Have a dog. I like dogs. You have to like the same shows as me though. If you have like really tasty shows, like I'm gonna be weirded out by that, because if you don't watch The Office, if
You can kill these last two
don't
by
watch Outer
himself.
Banks, those two shows, you have to like those two shows.
Come on,
If
bro.
you really don't like those shows, or just have never seen
Come on.
them, then it
Kill him.
flag. Like if you're someone
Oh.
that watches
Almost.
like Breaking Bad,
Oh.
I just don't know why I just wouldn't like you. I just would not get along with you. Or like, what were those
It is
crime
gonna be made.
shows, like
Most rifles are
Special
made.
Victims Unit? I don't know. I just can't get along with that. So no, I like true crime TikToks though. If you like true crime TikToks, we can be friends or date. I'm taken though, but you know, just remember. All right.
Yeah, don't even
What's
remember
the
that.
worst experience you had with a teacher? I don't know really like if I've had like a bad experience with a teacher. I just know I've done
Honestly,
bad
then
in
go with
classes
attachments,
where
bro.
teachers haven't had sympathy, and like I hate that, but it makes sense. But I will say in high school,
What is this?
Brother Tom, the principal,
Piece of
took
shit
away
is
my
what it
fidget
is.
spinner, and I was like so pissed about it. And then he took away everyone's fidget spinners. Hung them up in his office, and if you go to Fenwick now, Brother Tom doesn't work there, so I can say this. But he hung them up in his office on the bulletin board. And on the last day of school, I
Oh,
walked
Tiger
in, and I'm like, oh,
Whale.
can I take it home for the summer? It's my fidget spinner. He said no! He literally said no. This man was full of something else over the summer on his bulletin board. I never got my fidget spinner back. Thank God they went out of style. What is it now? Like Pop-Its? Oh, they suck. I hate those. I could never use those.
Yeah, I hate
Piece
Poppets
of
too,
rubber.
man.
Fidget spinners were in their element. They were so prime. But yeah, I guess that's like a word experience I have. Otherwise, like I'm kind of a teacher's pet. Like I kind of kiss up to teachers.
Fuck it. Ah!
You can like get acceptance to good times, and I don't know, like they'll kind of clear your grade a little bit if they really do like you. I still in touch though with my religion teacher from high school. Mr. Caniff is a class act of a man. You know, he's awesome. He texts me the basketball schedule of Fenwick, so I can go like check on the games and stuff. No, he's proud of me. I'm so proud of that man too. I don't know. So I have a good connection with teachers, more than I have bad connections. What happened with Flight? This one's probably gonna be the reason why people watch this episode. I'm going to set the record straight. Me and Flight never dated. Me and Flight never even like talked. Everyone, okay, so I just noticed with like
what an
guy
L for
influencers,
Flight.
streamers, whatever, they have a really loyal fan base, and their fan base will say anything and do anything to like talk about their idol. And Flight's fan base created like a narrative last year. Me and him were dating. I think he had a whole girlfriend too. And people were just, no, Flight, negative. I got asked so many times about it. In another interview, I got asked about it like one time. And I was like, me and Flight don't even know each other. And all he would do is just react to my TikToks on his video page. And maybe like use DMs being like, oh, love your work, like keep it up. Like friendly stuff. But like, everyone always asks like what happened with Flight. And everyone thinks this big breakup happened. And, oh, I got a boyfriend. It's like, it's so crazy that people will make that stuff up just to like make up a narrative just because it's fun and creates drama. But like I think he has a whole girlfriend. But people ask me about it all the time.
They all died.
Asked about it on his stream. I don't know. Like, I've been on Aiden's stream. I don't think he asked about it. But like people always think like I don't even know if he's still on videos because I don't go on YouTube. But like that was never a thing. It never like will ever be a thing. And I don't know. I think he has like a whole pile. It's just not my vibe.
No!
I wish him the best though. He's really cool.
We're good.
I would make a video with him.
No, we're not.
If, like he ever was in New York City, like on a friendly vibe. Like, no, we're not married. Someone asked me how to slide into girls' DMs. I can't even answer this question because Palm Tree Boy slid into my DMs with the most basic like pickup. It was like day 1 till you answer, day 2, day 3. And it only took 20 days for me to answer. I mean, I've seen guys get to 500, but like, in actuality, if you want a girl to answer your DMs, have a good time. That's what they see first. They don't care about what you're saying. No girl's gonna take the effort to go onto your page, especially if you're private. Come on, be great. At least if you're private, get a
Fucking
good
shit
profile
key.
picture of just you. Show off the hair, nice, you know, the essence of you. Because then she'll actually might follow you and answer you. But if you're private and your profile picture is bad, you're not gonna respond. I'm sorry. And I go through my DMs. And like, I'll answer some that are interesting, but like, I don't know. You just can't use any, no pickup line is ever gonna be good enough to actually use your girlfriend.
Wow. From behind.
You gotta be a little interesting.
From behind.
Yeah, I've seen it all. Oh, I will tell you what not to say, actually. Don't post the emoji of your dog, like a dog emoji, and be like, oh, come here, Fido, come back. Like, sorry, he walked into your DMs. That is the worst one. I see it so much. I'm like, that's so lame. Give me a break. Come on. The best one, though, I've seen is someone said there's an account impersonating you. And I actually got concerned. I was like, oh, who is it? Send me the Instagram. And they sent me NASA. NASA, and they were like, because you're out of this world. And so I fell for it. And I was like, oh, that's good. I didn't get a response back after that. Someone asked what celebrities have been in my DMs. And I'm not trying to out anybody here, but like, it's like the worst experience I've had with a teacher. Otherwise, like, I'm kind of a teacher's pet. Like, I kind of kiss up teachers. Because if you are really good, like, close to your teachers, you can, like, get extensions to deadlines. And I don't know, like, they'll kind of correct your grade a little bit if they really do like you. I still am in touch, though, with my religion teacher from high school. Mr. Caniff is a class act of a man. You know, he's awesome. He texts me like, the basketball schedule of Fenway.
This should be set.
Stuff. No, he's
Bitch
proud of
ass
me.
motherfucker.
I'm so proud of that man, too. I don't know. So I have a good connection with teachers, more than I have bad connection with teachers. What happened with Flight? This one's probably going to be the reason why it took 20 days for me to answer. I mean, I've seen guys get up to 500. The fan base will say anything and do anything to, like, talk about their idol. And Flight's fan base created, like, a narrative last year. Me and him were dating. I think he had a whole girlfriend, too, at the time, on his stream. I don't know, like, I've been on Aiden's stream, I don't think he asked about it, but, like, people always bring up Flight to me. I don't even know if he's still making it.
Going back,
but, like,
same love.
that was never a thing. It never, like, will ever be a thing. And, I don't know, I think it's, like, a whole pile.
Uh-oh,
It's
that's
just,
a big word, bro.
it's just not my vibe, so,
Uh-oh.
I don't know, I wish him the best, though, he's really cool.
He's been good
I
again.
would make a video with him, though, if he ever was in New York City, like, on a friendly vibe, but no, we're not.
It's got to be the only hard mode. Lobby
Someone asked me how to
open.
slide into girls' DMs. I can't even answer this question because Thompson Boy slid into my DMs with the most basic, like, pickup. It was like day 1 till you answer, day 2, day 3. And it only took 20 days for me to answer. I mean, I've seen guys get up to 500, but, like, in actuality, if you want a girl to answer your DMs, have a good profile picture, because that's what they see first. They don't care about what you're saying. No girl's gonna take the effort to go into your page, especially if you're private. Come on, give me a break. At least if you're private, get a good profile picture of just you. Show off the hair, look nice, you know, the essence of you, because then she might follow you and answer you. But if you're private and your profile picture is bad, you're not getting a response. I'm sorry. And I go through my DMs, and, like, I'll answer some that are interesting, but, like, I don't know. You just can't use any, no pickup line is ever going to be good enough to actually get you. You gotta do a little bit. Do that. I've seen it all. Oh, I will tell you what not to say, actually. Don't post the emoji of your dog, like a dog emoji, be like, oh, come here, Fido, come back. Like, sorry, he walked into your DMs. That is the worst one. I see it so much. I'm like, that's so lame. Give me a break. Come on. The best one, though, I've seen is someone said there's an account impersonating you. And I actually got and they sent me NASA. Like, NASA, and they were like, because you're out of this world. And so I fell for it. And I was like, oh, that's good. He didn't get a response back after, though. Someone asked what celebrities have been in my DMs. And I'm not trying to out anybody here, but, like, people in the DMs have this range from, like, washed up reality stars to, like, athletes, of course.
Oh man, I'm gonna die.
Oh shit.
Like, people that own companies, like, it's just, the list is endless. But usually when, like, celebrities find DMs, like, obviously it doesn't go anywhere. It's usually like a conversation of, like, oh, where are you from?
Oh my.
It's like a simple back and forth. It doesn't ever go anywhere. So, like, I probably have DMs with, like, a lot of people that are just like, oh, how are you? Oh, good, how are you? Oh, cool, where are you from? Like, it's just so boring. The one person, though, that I wish would answer me back.
Bro, both these dudes got armored. All armored up, bro. Her characters are so armored up, bro.
I even offered to buy dinner, which is like, whatever, it's fine. I got ignored. So, oh, there's this one. When I was like 17, a lot of people like to say this one. And I remember, like, when I started getting followers, I, like, went back and looked up so many people and saw my old DMs and had to unfriend them because they were so embarrassing. And one person, I'm gonna name drop because they never responded and they probably really freaked out, is like 17-year-old Megan, like, yeah, like Sam Darnold, and like he left me on the red, which is like whatever. And like 2 years later, I was like, I'm so sorry that I sent that. And he left me on red again. I just spit, and he left me on red. It was so embarrassing. So like, I was in most of these DMs probably when I was like younger, more than I am now. So yeah, never.
Oh, back to back, res.
Oh, what was your worst dating experience? I don't know my worst dating experiences because they were all bad. So I don't think one really tops the cake. I don't know, boys suck. Like, people do stuff. Like, not perfect either. But, like, I don't know. I don't really know how to, like, go into a dating experience without getting all, like, making this really depressing. So I'm not going to talk. Can I skip that? I'm going to skip that. I will say my worst.
Dang, you skipped a question.
Was, someone took me to the M&M store in New York City, and
the lighting.
he just only talked about his
There's an
parents
M&M
being
store in New York City
the whole time, which means you're rich. And I just did not know how to respond. I wasn't gonna be like, oh, my mom's just like a teacher. So he just kind of talked about how rich he was and how he grew up in like Manhattan. And I'm just sitting there munching on my like customized M&Ms. So I just wanted to go home. But I got, like, chocolate out of it, so, like, that's cool. But I just literally, that was so embarrassing. And then he asked me if we wanted to, like, stop at dinner after the M&M store. And I was like, oh, I have to get home. I have homework to do. Like, so weird. No, you always gotta do the homework lie to get out of a bad date. Alright. This secret of just you. Show off the hair. Look nice.
Oh, no, I'm in the chat. Okay,
because
we're good.
Then she might follow you and answer you. But, like, if you're private and your profile picture is bad, you're not gonna. I'm sorry. And I go through that. And like, I'll answer some.
This dude died.
He died, what?
I don't know. You just can't use any. No pickup line is ever gonna be good enough to actually get you a girlfriend. That's the thing. You gotta,
Yo, it's next time. No.
Oh, I will tell you what not to say actually. Don't post the emoji of your dog, like a dog emoji, be like, oh, come here, Fido, be back. Like, sorry, he walked into his hands. That is the worst one. I see it so much. And I'm like, that's so wrong. Give me a break. Come on. The best one though I've seen is someone said there's an account impersonating you. And I actually got concerned. I was like, oh, who is it? Send me the Instagram. And they sent me NASA. Like NASA, and they were like, cause you're out of this world. And so I fell for it. And I was like, oh, that's good. Whatever. He didn't get a response back after though. Someone asked
We'll play in third person.
what celebrities have been in my DMs. And I'm not trying to out anybody here, but like, people in the DMs have just ranged from like washed up reality stars to like
Why these guys so fast?
to like the most like people that own companies. Like it just the list is endless. But usually when like celebrities find DMs, like obviously
Okay, I can't headshot.
It's usually like a conversation of like, oh,
Third.
where are you from? It's like the most simple back and forth. It doesn't ever go anywhere. So like I probably have DMs with like a lot of people that are just like, oh, how are you? Oh, good, how are you? Oh, cool, where are you from? Like it's just so boring. The one person though that I wish would answer me back.
What? Does the deagle not work?
Pete Davidson. So Pete Davidson, you're out there. I think
It doesn't work in third person? Okay.
I tried DMing you before. No response. It's fine. I even offered to buy him dinner. Just like, whatever. It's fine. I got the So, oh, there's this one. When I was like 17.
What? Wow, the dude spawned on me.
Like, see if they were to spawn.
It's okay, bro. I have to provide. Well, look at these. Both of them came up to me.
And looked at so many people and saw
Oh my gosh, dude.
because they were so embarrassing. And one person, I'm gonna name drop.
Oh my.
Responded, and they probably really figured it out. Is like 17-year-old Megan, like Sam Darnold, and like he left me on the red. It's just like whatever. And like 2 years later, I was like, I'm so sorry that I sent that. And
Bro, they both got riot shields and everything.
Left me on red again. It was so
Just use
embarrassing.
the right.
So, like I don't know. I was in more some of these DMs probably when I was like younger, more than they're in mine now. So. Yeah, don't do that. Don't DM people, because, like, one day you might actually... Oh, what was your worst dating experience? I don't know my worst dating experiences, because they were all bad. So I don't think one really tops the cake. I don't know, boys suck. Like, people do stuff. Like, I'm not perfect either, but, like, I don't know. I don't really know how to, like, go into a dating experience without getting all, like, making this really depressing. So I'm not going to talk about it. I'm gonna skip that. I will say my worst date though was someone took me to the
the dude dead. The dude dead.
And no. Talked about his parents being like CPAs the whole time, which means you're rich. And I just didn't know how to respond. I wasn't gonna be like, oh, my mom's just like a teacher. So he just kind of talked about how rich he was and how he grew up in like Manhattan. And I'm just sitting there munching.
No fucking way, bro.
So I just wanted to go home.
I'm dead.
But I got like chocolate out of it.
No,
Like,
no,
that's
no.
cool,
Let me get this
really
one little
so
thing.
They asked me for
Yeah. Silver bullet.
after the M&M store, and I was like, oh, I have to get home. I have homework to do. So weird. No, you always gotta do the homework live on a bad day.
Wow.
Alright. The skincare routine question. I mean, come on, boys. Like, why do guys want to know this? Like, you guys, come on.
Why do guys want to know that?
I know y'all don't know that. I'm skipping that. This one I answered last episode though a little bit. How do you manage college and traveling? I kind of just do my homework on the plane, or like.
Oh my fucking god.
Or like when I'm in my hotel room and I have time before like I have to go to like the arena or stuff. I just do my homework at random times. I think last time, no, the first time I was in Atlanta, I did my homework until like 6 a.m. and then I was like kind of late. So that was terrible, but I tried.
Reload faster! Oh my goodness. Jump backwards! Jump off the building!
Mommy comments. I do and I don't. I mean, like, it's weird when people like go on a trend and like comment the same thing over and over. Like, be original for once. But I mean, you guys are kind of like all my sons, so I don't really mind it because
What the hell?
my entire following is boys. So I feel like I kind of guide you guys. So I am like your mom, I guess. I don't know. Weird.
What the fuck?
Whatever. Well, that was Q&A part 1. There's a lot of questions that I actually need to get through, so I'm gonna ask another question sticker another day and do these quite often. Just because you guys
What?
have a lot of questions, and a lot of these like are just gonna take forever to get through,
PUI
and
is
a lot of them have, like,
censored.
stories. So I don't know. We're peacing out.
PUI.
All right.